thank you so much for talking to Southend Theatre.
My pleasure, not at all.
Really looking forward for you to come to Southend, because you've been to Southend Cliffs Pavilion before,
yes,
haven't you?
Yeah.
Have you actually performed there?
No, never. That was the place that I rehearsed in for Chitty Bang Bang last year,
right.
and I went into the venue afterwards, so I never got to perform there, but watched Chitty there a lot and loved it.
Yeah, and that was, you did it with Lee Mead there, didn't
Yes,
you?
yeah, we did, yeah.
So how does it feel now, because you've been like the longest running Eponine as well, having
one of them, yeah.
How does it feel coming into something new when you've done something for so long?
Well, when you get into that routine of being in a show for so long, because I was in Les Mis for 2 years and 8 months, and as much as I loved the show, I needed a change. I needed something new to go to, and I went straight into Chitty after that, which was such a change, completely at the other end of the spectrum. I don't die, no one dies in the show, which is always nice. Happy ending all round. And she truly gets the guy at the end of the show, which is always nice. So yeah, it was nice to go from something completely at the other end of the spectrum. But Les Mis is always going to be one of my favourites.
Cool. So what's it like when the first day of rehearsal, when you come to start a new show? How does it feel? Is it a bit like going to school?
Yeah, it is. It's always a little bit nerve-wracking, because there'll be a few people that you've crossed paths with before, but it really doesn't take long for everyone to suddenly burst into song together, and you're like literally within the first half hour, everyone's best mates.
Yeah, lovely.
Yeah.
So do you have to learn all your lines before the rehearsal starts, or not all the songs?
I try my hardest to. I try and learn everything before I get into the rehearsal room. But sometimes they don't give you the script until the first day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which is always terrifying. But for this, we had the script a few weeks before, so I got to sit and go through it. But then no matter how much you learn your lines beforehand, as soon as you get someone else reading with you, things change instantly.
Yeah.
So you can prepare as much as possible, but things always change on the first day.
And on the first day, didn't you have to look at the characters, the original characters that Charles Addams?
Yes, like the original cartoons.
Yeah.
He did 150 single panel cartoons, half of which were published in the New Yorker.
How many?
150.
Wow.
Yeah, and the first one was published in 1938, like years and years ago. But they're brilliant, beautiful little cartoons, and he wrote explanations for each character, and we all had to read them out to the rest of the cast.
Did you learn anything about Wednesday?
Yes, Wednesday's got 6 toes on 1 foot, which I didn't know.
No, I don't think anybody knew that.
Yeah, it's not really affecting the character at all or how I play her, but it's a fun.
Balance,
it's a fun thing to know, though.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about Wednesday then.
Wednesday's bonkers. That's one of the best ways to describe her. She is very dark, and this is a kind of Wednesday that you've never seen before, because she's grown up. In the original, like in the movies and the 60s TV show, she's about 11, 12 years old. In fact, I think in the 60s series she's about 8.
Right.
She's very young, but now she's 18 and she's fallen in love. And Wednesday is crazy at the best of times, but when she's now in love and hormones are going absolutely crazy, she's you need to give Wednesday a wide berth, especially when she's got a crossbow in her hands. Yeah. You never know what's going to happen.
No. So she's not just fallen in love with anybody, has she?
No, she's fallen in love with a normal boy from a normal family, which is always going to cause problems when you're from the Addams family. This whole show is kind of based on those two families meeting for the first time, and
right, which is awkward in any situation.
Exactly, yeah. That's always a weird situation to be in, but when you belong to the Addams.
Yeah, and I suppose Wednesday desperately doesn't want her family to embarrass her.
No, because she's very self-aware. She knows the family that she's from, and she's very proud of it, but she doesn't want anything to screw up this relationship that she's got with this boy.
So has anything like that ever happened in your own life, where you've had to take somebody home to meet your parents? Have they ever embarrassed you?
My family have never embarrassed me, but I know that my family are full on.
Right.
They're full on.
Is it like a jazz hands family then?
No, it's everyone's just very musical, and so whenever we have like a big gathering, it'll take about half an hour before the guitars are out. And if you've got sort of someone who's not from a musical family at all, they're sort of sat there like, how is everyone in your family singing and harmonising? How is this happening?
It's like the happy birthday thing, then
yes.
all harmonised.
Yeah, that's the Fletcher family to a T.
Brilliant. Yeah. So did you watch any of the old Addams Family cartoons? Or
yes, I used to watch the 60s TV serial when I was a kid because my mum loved it, and so it was, whenever it was on, mum had it on, and so I remember watching that as a child. But it was the movies that I absolutely loved. I was obsessed with the films when I was a kid. I absolutely loved them,
Oh, so this must be like a dream role then
for
you.
Absolutely. When I heard, because I didn't realise there was a musical until sort of for 2 years after it had come out. I think I found out about the musical after it had closed on Broadway, and I was absolutely gutted. But as soon as I found out about it, I was looking up everything, looking up as much as I could find, like the Tony Awards, like the performances they've done on Letterman and different things, and just trying to find everything I could about it, and just completely fell in love with it all over again.
And you've had Andrew Lipper here as well.
Yes, he's been here for the whole rehearsal process, and it's just, it's amazing to have him in the room, because if there's anything that needs to be changed or doesn't quite work, or a joke's not quite landing, he's there instantly to fix it, and it's so much easier just to have him in the room.
Is this much different to the Broadway version, do you know?
Yes, there are lots of changes. For the most part, it's pretty much the same show and the same story, but there are sort of big chunks that have been changed. And things have been changed to suit a British audience, because there are lots of jokes and lots of sort of little bits of scenes that wouldn't have landed with an English audience because they were very Americanized jokes. So it's been great to have Andrew in the room to help us out with it all.
Brilliant. What's your favourite part of the show? Have you got some good numbers?
I absolutely love Crazy the New. It's the duet between Wednesday and the boy that she's in love with, and
you have to? You get quite intimate, don't you?
We do get quite intimate. Yeah, we've been laughing quite a lot, because it's the first time I've ever had to have like a proper onstage kiss before.
Is it?
Yeah, I had one at the end of Chitty, and it was a very sort of like sweet, sort of cutesy kind of thing. But this is the first time it's been like a proper passionate 18-year-old, like hormones raging type crazy kiss. And so saw in the script, it's like, oh, it says they kiss. Okay, I'm prepared for when that turns up. The director's added in about 7 more kisses, and so we're sort of like, oh god, this is a lot more than we expected.
Oh, bless. Yeah. You're all right. You're bestest friends now.
It's Oliver Ormson's playing Lucas, and we're getting on like a house on fire. I mean, I think we kissed in the rehearsal room before we'd even hugged, which is always awkward. But
that's musical theatre.
It's musical theatre for you. No other job would that happen.
Now tell us, you've been doing Watch Me Wednesday.
Watch Me Wednesdays, yes.
So today's Wednesday.
Today's Wednesday. Yep, I have a video.
Wednesday. Can you give us a sneak peek of what to expect, or is that going to be a surprise?
It's just lots of bits and pieces that I've been filming along the week, but mainly this week we've got our props here this week, so I've been filming snippets of all of the crazy props that we've got, which are really weird when they're out of context in a rehearsal room. We've got sort of like taxidermy rabbits and birds and stuff, which make no sense when everyone's sort of just in a rehearsal room, but on stage within the context of the show it will make sense.
Have you got all your costumes yet?
I've had a fitting, but I haven't properly tried on the finished article yet, but it's phenomenal.
Is it?
I'm so excited. I'm absolutely itching to get it on.
I bet.
Can't wait.
Yeah, we can't wait to see it. Okay, well, thanks.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you so much.
To meet you.
Thank you. You too.
We look forward to seeing you in Southend.
Can't wait. Looking forward to seeing you at the Cliffs Pavilion in Southend for the Addams Family.